Well, tonight at UTPB, the basketball teams are hosting Western New Mexico in conference play, but this slate of games is a bit more meaning. Sports reporter Jenna Alike is over at the Falcon Dome tonight. And Jenna, how is this contest going even deeper than basketball?
Well, that's right, Alex. College campuses across the country take part in contests called We Back Pack Games. That is what's happening here tonight in the Falcon Dome. But this game means a little bit more to one member of the UTPB community.
The University of Tennessee deserves it. They've made a great commitment to women's athletics and in particular women's basketball, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
That's college basketball coaching great Pat Summitt. The Hall of Famer has one of the greatest resumes in the sport, so she could go by many names. Legend, the GOAT, but one that you may not think about is this one, neighbor.
I don't ever think of Pat in the context of being a legend and a legendary coach. I just think of her as Pat.
As time goes on and I look back on it, I recognize what a great opportunity that was and how impactful it was on me. And in the moment, you're just doing the work.
The Dooley brothers had a front row seat to greatness by being at the right place at the right time.
She and her husband sat on the row right behind us at church. And one year, I'm not going to tell you which year, but one year she asked my mom if my brother and I could work basketball.
And that's where it all began for the twins, and that would later lead to team manager gigs at the University of Tennessee. Todd would continue to work in sports as the director of athletics at UTPB, and Tom would only spend a short time on Coach Summitt's staff and now works in forestry, but her impact still permeates through their day-to-day lives.
Pat had her life lessons distilled down to what she called her definite dozen. And each one of them is a pearl of wisdom in and of itself and what that means.
And Todd brought those principles to ULM before UTPB, and Tom uses them during training over in South Carolina. That's how far her impact stretches.
It's always astounding to hear people speak. I mean, I speak about her with reverence, but other people speak about her with reverence as well, because she permeates a whole piece of athletics.
And the sports world uses games like tonight's to honor that legacy and raise awareness for an important cause.
It really is just educating and joining the other institutions across the country that are celebrating Pat this time of year in remembrance of her and the fight against Alzheimer's disease.
Well, Pat Summitt did die in 2016 as a result of Alzheimer's. So now these games are played to bring awareness for the Pat Summitt Foundation that raises money for research for a cure. This first game for the We Back Pack Games will be at 5:15, so come on out. And the next one will be at 7:30 during the men's game. Alex?